everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a rough leaf flower design. I'm going to do it with two Amagic flat brushes, a 14 and a 12. All of my links will be down below if you'd like to purchase through the affiliate links. A number 8 round brush, number 10 Deerfoot stippler, and a fine liner by Westonia. Art paints using Tea Berry, Wicker White, Thicket, Happy Green, Yellow Ochre, Burnt Umber, and Autumn Leaves. Alright, so to start, like I do a lot of times, to start with my centers, or just at least placing those. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and place over here, and I just normally do 3, and I like to spread them out because I'm not doing like a bunch. I'm just doing 3 to show you how to do these. Alright, so the number 16 flat brush, I'm going to dip one side into the Tea Berry, one side into the Autumn Leaves, do some quick blending strokes. Again, I'm not real big on the loading of the brush. Get paint in it and go. And I'm sure, you know, some do a lot of blending and such. I just don't. I don't do it. But anyhow, I'm going to lead with the Tea Berry on the outer part. I'm going to come in and just do these little wiggle strokes. I'm just pushing the brush down and wiggling. If you feel like you need to go over it, it's too transparent, let it dry or give it some dry time and hit it again. The only thing is the second coat, you just have to be careful that you don't pull up the paint, because that happens. You can also hit it with a heat gun or a hair dryer. Just so that you can move on quicker. And it doesn't really matter how many leaves you put around it, just fill around it. You can make your leaves, or petals I should say, I'm sorry. You can make your petals bigger if you want, just to have fewer petals. That's quite up to you. Again, I'm just going back over it. If you feel like it didn't cover well, then just hit it again. Alright, so we're just going to keep going here. Alright, so I'm just pushing it down. You can do more of a seashell type of look with a pointy leaf, rounded leaf like that, or combine. I'm not really into making sure that they're all the same. It's however they turn out. But that's just me. I know some people are more adamant about things being perfect, and if you're that person, then do what you need to do. If you're new to my channel and you have any questions, please feel free to place those questions down below. I will do my best to get back with you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell before you leave. I would greatly appreciate it. In this bottle that I'm using, I don't really worry too much about the transparency of the paint when I'm doing this, because I'm not selling this. So since I'm not selling it, it's fine. But again, if I were selling it, I would definitely make sure that I probably went over it again, just to give it a better coat. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, get my fine liner out, stick it into the greens. I like to just stick it in and kind of roll it and pull it. And then these are really close together, so it's kind of hard to see too much of a stem in here, because I made them big, and I tend to go big. Not sure why, but I do. If I'm going to do anything painting wise, it's going to be big and not small. And I'm just putting these little pieces in just to so they can put leaves on them. That's what their purposes are. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and I just go over them a couple times just to make sure that they are actually thick so that they're more durable. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my round brush, again that's a number 8, going to put it into my greens, and I'm going to be tipping them in as I go, a little bit into the yellow ochre and the white, just so you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and start up here. I'm going to do the kind where you just go, you push down and you lift up and pull towards the stem. Now you can keep them spaced out, or you can pile them up on top of each other, it doesn't matter. But I like to rotate the colors a little bit just to give it a little bit more interest. It's coming up there like that. Not difficult. Again, that's the purpose of my channel, is to create stuff that is easy for beginners. And then just pushing down, pulling up. And you can go the opposite direction too if you want. That's up to you. This one's a little thin, so I'm going to come back over it, put some color in it. And you can kind of think like with fall, maybe this is a good thing to do because it kind of reminds me of fall, right? Again, I like them to be just very colorful. And then we'll come down here and finish up with it down here. Stick it into the green a little bit. You can make these thin, thick, however you want to do it. It's up to you. Now you could stop with this, but if you follow me, you know that I really like my, really like my leaves. So of course I'm not going to stop. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do, go ahead and put these, because I'm going to be using all these colors. You can do blending strokes, or you can just add them and paint. It's up to you. Alright, so what you'll find here, I'm just going to do a few of these. You can make them pointier if you want. That's up to you. You can layer, go over what you already painted. Again, it's just wherever you can fit them in if you feel like it needs it. If you don't feel like it needs it and you don't like this part, then feel free to leave it out. Because I'm not going to push people to like leaves as much as I do. Because I definitely do. And you can even have them coming out in places where they'll overlap the actual flower a little bit, maybe overlap the leaves that you've done already. Because you know when you do a bouquet, it's not all separate. And I just want to do some over here, balance it out a little bit. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it at that. If you want to come back and put, you know, like little stems in these, you can. That's up to you. Or if you want to just do one instead of two at a time, again, that's up to you. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do is finish up the centers. I'm going to go back in with my Deerfoot stippler into the burnt umber, and then just kind of lightly stipple it in, tap it in, however you want to define it. Okay, then I have my bottom one here. You know, I'm not real particular about centers, so they can be bigger, they can be smaller, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and tip it, the back end of this brush into the yellow ochre, come through, and just lightly put some color in here. And if you want to blend it more, you can come back over with some brown. I kind of like it with more of the yellow showing. So there you go. Pretty easy, right? Pretty darn easy. All right, hope you like this video. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And before you leave, if you would take a moment to share this on your social network with all your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.